Question number 2, the Honourable David Parker.
Thank you, Mr. Parker. Mr. Speaker.
You're Mr. Parker.
It's a bit self-referential, wasn't it? Does he have confidence? My question is to the Minister of Finance. Does he have confidence in the expenditure figures used in Budget 2014?
Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr. Speaker, the budget is next week, so the member will have to see just what the figures are. But we do have confidence. We do have confidence in the expenditure figures because this government has taken a considered and consistent approach to controlling government expenditure by focusing on getting better results for New Zealanders and their communities. That is, higher levels of achievement in school, lower levels of reoffending rates, less child violence, Mr. Speaker, and because we are getting good results like sharply dropping crime rates, we're able to control expenditure.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Honourable David Parker.
Why is there an agreement between the Honourable Gerry Brownlee and the former Mayor Bob Parker to exempt the Council 3-year plan from normal auditing processes until the end of 2014 after the election?
Honourable Bill
well, Mr. Speaker, you'd need to talk to Mr. Brownlee or Mr. Parker about the details of that arrangement. What I can reassure the member about is that the government is fully behind the recovery of Christchurch. Financing has not been a barrier or a hold-up to that recovery. We have invested up to $15 billion in the rebuild of Christchurch, despite the fact that we've had a recession and large deficits, and we will continue to invest more through this budget.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Honourable David Parker.
Why does he have confidence in the estimated Canterbury rebuild costs in the upcoming budget when it is clear from the Corda Mentha report released yesterday that he's trading off the Christchurch rebuild for his arbitrary micro surplus in Budget 2014?
Honourable Bill English.
Mr. Speaker, the member is fantasising there, I can assure him of that. It's not a surprise that there's ongoing discussion between the Christchurch City Council, which has very significant financial burdens to shoulder, and the government, who has indicated a open willingness to support the rebuild of Christchurch. I expect that those discussions will continue. There'll be differences of views about figures. There'll be negotiations, but there'll certainly be further progress in the rebuild.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, the Honourable David Parker.
I seek leave to release the Corda Mentha report, to table the Corda Mentha report, which shows a $534 million underestimate of council.
Leave us sought to table that particular Corda Mentha report. Is there any objection? There is none. It can be tabled.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question. Point of order.
Mr. Speaker, I seek leave to table a revised figure that was put together by the Christchurch City Council, Sarah and Treasury, along with other assistants, post the figure used by Corda Mentha, the figure that the Council agreed was appropriate for the cost-sharing agreement.
Leave us sought to table that particular document. Is there any objection? There is none. Supplementary question, Honourable David Parker.
Does he agree with the decision by the Honourable Gerry Brownlee to commission Morrison Lowe to review the Corda Mentha report? And if so, why has it taken so long for the government to consider an independent audit to find the true cost of the rebuild, or isn't the truth of it that he's just delaying it until after the budget?
Honourable
Mr. Speaker, the member is simply wrong. The government and the Christchurch City Council have been in discussion for at least 2 years over these issues. It has taken quite some time for both, particularly for the council, but also for government to understand the impact of the earthquake on Christchurch's finances. But I have to say the Minister for Earthquake Recovery has been exemplary in his focus on the detail of the financial arrangements, and I can reassure the House that the $15 billion committed by this government to the rebuild of Christchurch is day by day achieving value for money, and we will get a result we are proud of.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Honourable David Parker.
Well then, will he revise the timing of the estimated Canterbury rebuild costs in his upcoming budget, now that Fletcher Building has been downgraded by market analysts due to the slow Canterbury rebuild progress leading to sharply lower earnings?
Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr. Speaker, as the members pointed out, if Fletchers don't win all the tenders, it's hardly our fault. Mr Speaker, the numbers around Christchurch are revised regularly. What's actually striking is that estimates made 2 or 3 years ago, including for insurance liabilities, have proven to be remarkably stable. And we haven't had to deal with large unexpected changes in the government's finances. And the discussion with the Christchurch City Council will continue. Some of the numbers are agreed, some of them are disputed. That's hardly unusual.
Order. Question number 3, Melissa Lee.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister.